Herbert Fahr Jr., seaman recruit to Engineman second class. I finally got my orders that said, report to the commanding officer, USS Missouri, Norfolk, Virginia. And I was quite surprised and pleased because I knew about the Missouri. I knew what she had done and her history. And I was kind of anticipating getting aboard and this historic ship. Well, got to Norfolk. It was my first ship, and I remembered my boot camp training. I walked up the gangplank, saluted the colors, saluted the quarterdeck and the officer of the deck, asked for permission to come aboard, sir, and I said, and I handed him my orders. And they had somebody come up and take me down to see the division officer. I remember his name was Duke. I don't remember his first name. Ensign Duke. And I got my berthing assignment, my workspace assignment. And the first thing I really did was to go up to the veranda deck, the 01 deck, and look at the spot where the surrender was signed. And that, I had somebody take a picture of me. And that was a very historic moment for me, as well as seeing that piece of history. And in no time, we were on our way on the shakedown cruise. Shakedown cruise is where you shake down the crew, so to speak, and train. I mean, it's day and night. General quarters, firefighting, all kinds of shipboard activity. We went down to Guantanamo Bay and did some firing practice, and I said firefighting drills and general quarters in the middle of the night, all kinds of good stuff, very tiring, and it was hotter than hell down there. I was assigned to the A Division, which is for auxiliaries. The A Division took care of the evaporators, making fresh water, took care of the small boats and the engines, took care of the ice machines, the limited amount of refrigeration that they had aboard, and air conditioning, also a limited amount. And I was assigned actually to the aft emergency diesel generator. They had a forward one and an aft one. We also took care of the after steering, the emergency steering, in case the bridge was knocked out or something like that. It was very interesting and educational, and sometimes tiresome, but we got through it. Had an opportunity, first time in my life, to go to a foreign country, Cuba. We had liberty and of course in Guantanamo on the base, Guantanamo City, and there was a train that went to Havana, which was a short train ride. We came back from the shakedown cruise, went up to Annapolis, loaded on some midshipmen for a midshipman cruise, and proceeded to Lisbon, Portugal, and Cherbourg, France, to help celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Normandy landing. Normandy being right around the corner from Cherbourg, which was, they really turned out the whole town, and there was the press from Paris, I guess, and all over the country there to greet us. And we had we were anchored out. There wasn't room for us at their small pier, and we had thousands of visitors come aboard, French people. It was an interesting cruise. Here I was in France, here I was in Lisbon, Europe. Fantastic. Well, on the way back, we stopped off in Guantanamo again for some firing practice, and made a speed run from Cuba to Norfolk. And on the way, they said, they made the announcement that the ship was going to be decommissioned on the West Coast. If you wanted to stay on the East Coast, see your division officer and put in your papers. And when we got to Norfolk, a whole slew of guys got off, and another whole slew of guys came on. So we had half a new crew. We went down around through the Panama Canal. It was another fantastic experience. The Panama Canal is 110 feet wide. The Missouri, the beam, was 108 feet. So it was a tight squeeze through there. And the deck crew, in order that the ship didn't scrape either side, they put down 6-inch hawsers, pieces of 6-inch hawser to fend off from scraping on the side. However, they did press on, and these hawsers would rub against the concrete of the canal side, and the friction actually made these hawsers burn. You could see smoke coming up, and that was an interesting fact right there. Today, a lot of aircraft carriers can't even go through the canal. So that was, anyway, at the end of the going through the locks was an experience by itself, Of course, I read about the Panama Canal, and here I was. It was something different.